To some more politics now. With only 13 months to the 2017 general election, the Supreme Court is grappling with dropping levels of public confidence and healing from internal wrangles that recently threatened to cripple the court. Tonight on Spotlight 2017, KTN's Murimi Mwangi examines how the ongoing recruitment of the country's chief and deputy chief justices may influence public perception of the highest court in the land and its impact on 2017 politics.
With the 2017 general election promising a major showdown between President Uhuru Kenyatta and court leader Raila Odinga, there's a possibility that a presidential election petition may end up before the Supreme Court again. The Kenyan judiciary is facing what is arguably its most trying moment as the Judicial Service Commission recruits the country's next Chief and Deputy Chief Justice, in addition to one extra judge of the Supreme Court.
The public, if they get even a slight impression that there's been influence in the appointment of the Chief Justice, they will have little faith when it comes to a presidential election petition.
It makes it very important to see that those vacancies are filled by people who are fairly, transparently appointed.
The JSC can vote on a matter and a decision will be arrived at on the basis of a vote by the majority.
While sitting judges and senior lawyers are reportedly lobbying to have two sitting judges promoted to take up the Chief and Deputy Chief Justice slots, the political class, on the other hand, seems more concerned about the ethnic and gender question of the likely appointees. Both the CORD and Jubilee camps are reportedly pushing to have the Chief Justice named from a minority ethnic group to eliminate the perception of bias. Some of the names being cited include that of High Court Judges Isaac Lenaola, who hails from Samburu, Musaga Mbogoli from Kisii, and Court of Appeal President Al-Nashir Visram of Asian origin. Justice Visram had the blessings of retired President Mwai Kibaki to become the country's Chief Justice in 2012. But his name was rejected by the ODM wing of the coalition government.
No any other party, including Jubilee, should not interfere with that process. The process should be left to the Judicial Service Commission.
We don't have a preferred candidate as Jubilee or as a government, but we have a preferred set of characteristics that we want to see.
We need to look at the ethnic balance in this country and be alive to it, because that's something we cannot wish away.
That's an unfortunate situation. We shouldn't be having that. We should be looking at 7 people not being able, on the basis of their tribe or religion or whatever, to be able to predict that that's how they're going to vote.
The Supreme Court has already been dented by recent graft allegations against retired suspended Judge Philip Tunoi, while the remaining 4 judges are ideologically split down the middle, with Justices Jackson Ojwang and Njoki Ndongo on one side, against Justices Mokin Wanjala and Mohammed Ibrahim on the other.
The matter ends there.
A split which became public on the morning of the 16th of June, after Njoki and Ojwang skipped Mutunga's last sitting. Hours to his retirement later that afternoon, Justice Wanjala is said to be eyeing the judiciary top seat, alongside Attorney General Githu Muigai and a Court of Appeal President Kihara Kariuki. Both Professor Muigai and Justice Wanjala sit in the JSC, which is undertaking the recruitment.
If there is some interest that will show itself in the process of recruitment, I believe that the Judicial Service Commission will deal with it.
I don't think that the executive is going to interfere, but we would wish to tell the Judicial Service Commission, let them do the right thing themselves.
It's important for our history and jurisprudence that we make it possible for a judge to rise in the ranks to the position of a Chief Justice.
Now, with the IEBC already facing a confidence crisis and with the momentum of the campaigns hinting that the 2017 election will end with a petition at the Supreme Court, that the JSC is facing an enormous task, recruiting 3 competent legal minds that inspire Kenyans' confidence at the Supreme Court. Murimi, Mwangi, KTN News in Nairobi.